Welcome. Let me put the brightness down because this thing is goddamn bright today. I've put it on the maximum brightness. Give me 1 second. Let me bring this down. There we go. Much better, much better. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well and okay. Um, Hack and Van Nistelrooy have been confirmed by Fabrizio. Let me just bring that up as well. Both of them have been confirmed now by Fabrizio. What does that mean for Manchester United? What does that mean going forward for Ineos, for Eric Ten Hag? That's something I want to get into as well. Well, look, first and foremost, I am excited that new coaching staff are coming in. It's a shame for the likes of Van der Gaag, for the likes of Eric Ramsey, who's already not Eric Ramsey, he's already left. What's his name? Van der Gaag and Benny McCarthy. That's the name I'm looking for. Benny McCarthy as well, who are probably gonna have to leave now that Ruud and Rene, I think that's how you pronounce it. Ruud and Rene are going to be coming in. If you want to come up on the stage as well, you can do so. You can just hop in using the link, which is up somewhere in the chat, and join in, and you can speak as well, and get your opinions heard. I mean, look, firstly, um, a lot of things to discuss in terms of how the structure is going to work, how the football's going to work. I actually don't know what type of football we're going to play now going forward. It's quite a few different cooks now cooking this Manchester United broth. It's going to be Eric Ten Hag's style of play. It's going to be Ineos style of play. There's going to be Ruud's style of play. There's going to be Rene Hake's style of play. What is going to be our identity? I'm just telling you, people say I'm always negative. I don't want to be negative in this sense, but too many cooks do spoil the broth. And at the end of the day, I've still got my wristband from today. I went to Total Ninja. Still got my wristband. And Eric Ten Hag is supposed to lead this team into a third season with Ineos's backing, but do they really back him if they are going and getting first team managers as coaches, as assistant coaches? These things happen in NFL, for example. You see this very regularly in NFL where NFL teams have numerous different first team coaches come in and coach the team, and you have first team, you have one manager and loads of different coaching staff who are first team coaching staff caliber. So that's kind of what Ineos are doing. They're bringing in first team managers as coaches for Eric Ten Hag. It's bright in the sense where it adds fresher ideas. It adds more development to the squad. Big up Squeezy says no Planet Woodus, no party. Yeah, Kudus, don't know where he is. He should be joining soon enough. Yeah, it adds more ideas. It definitely adds a fresher approach. It minimizes the stubbornness, the lack of subs, the lack of changing in the squad, the lack of trying to invent newer ideas. Um, and I think what Eric Ten Hag's been able to do is have full control over the squad and full control over everything. And that's something that he's not going to have. Ineos are changing everything around him. All the factors that play in part, they're changing everything around him. They're changing most definitely the coaching staff, changing the board, changing the way we recruit, changing other staff members, lowering wages. So much things are changing in one go. I just wonder how this is going to impact the season. We're still looking at Ugarte as well. Fabrizio's already put it out there that Ugarte is a player that Manchester United are still entertaining. Let me just actually bring up Fabrizio's Twitter so we can go through what the latest he said. Um, there you have it. He's obviously dropped a cup just what was it yesterday that Manchester United plan to appoint go ahead Eagles manager Rene Hake, um, and that's what they've done. And Van Nistelrooy expected to be new additions, but he's just updated as well. Manchester United, 15 minutes ago, Manchester United and PSG have been in touch again in recent hours for Manuel Ugarte. Ugarte has interest from other clubs. PSG are open to selling him this summer, and he's expected to leave. He'd be open to joining United without Champions League. Still no formal bid. So no bid as of yet, nothing concrete. Definitely someone that they're looking at. Some people wanted Onana, Onana. Um, sorry, not Andre, Amadou Onana. They wanted Amadou Onana from Everton, and a lot of people are now against it because they think Ugarte is a better player. Let's actually bring up Manuel Ugarte's transfer market and kind of look into him a bit, because I actually haven't looked into the player at all. In all honesty, let me look into him a bit. So, current PSG player, 23 years old, 1.8 meters DM. So very reputable agent he's represented by as well. Currently in PSG, used to play for Sporting, market value around 45 million euros, and probably will be around that price range that Manchester United will have to pay. Is from Sporting. 25 appearances in league this season, gone, and 3 assists, and just under 2,000 minutes. 8 appearances in Champions League, no data there. So 39 games in total this season he's had involvement in, and only 3 assists as a defensive midfielder. What do you guys think? Do you guys like him? I might have to look into him a little bit as well. Might have to look into a couple comps and really get to know the player and see how he is. The thing is, I've kind of gone down this route where I don't want to analyze players until they wear a Manchester United shirt. It's something I want to actively do. I don't want to be willy-nilly just getting into a analysis of a player, expecting XYZ from him. Next thing you know, the player is not performing to that level. Big up Abdullah as well. Anybody watching the stream, join the stream, have a conversation with me. Let me know what you think. And if you're a rival fan as well, we can look into your transfer situation as well. Someone said play his highlights. You know what? I will do actually. Let's go. Let's actually go and bring up his highlights. Yeah, Rohan, you can join in. You can join in. I'll invite you to the stage.
First. Hope you're well. Assalamu alaikum. Hello?
Yes. I can hear you.
Nice. What's up, Fast?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I'm good, bro. How are you? Can you see the YouTube screen?
Not yet. It is loading.
It's loading?
Yeah. It might be my internet. 2 seconds.
Can you guys see it? Let me know in the chat if you guys can see it.
Oh, I can see it now. I can see it now.
Yeah, everybody can see it.
Yeah. So what are we watching? Highlights. Nice. I mean, he looks good though, but he's much smaller than I thought. He's only like 182.
Yeah, he's 182. Not that tall at all.
But it's all right. Then he, has the ability to dribble and stuff like that.
How's the video playing for you? Is it playing smooth or is it lagging?
It's good. There is no issues.
He's 23 years old.
Fast, we cannot hear you, and your voice is very low.
Is it better now?
Not really. The music sound is very high.
Oh, you can control the music on the app. If you click the sound button, you'll be able to control either the music or my voice. He definitely loves a slide tackle, innit? All his highlights are slide tackles. So he is a defensive player. But I want to know, is he a good progressor or not? That's what I want to know. Is he a good progressor of the ball?
Fast, I'll join on my PC, so I'll just make a new request in like 1 minute.
Okay. Try and find another one. Watch this one. Let's try this one.
I think as long as you, because let's be honest, Ten Hag could be gone by Christmas.
Big up Abdullah.
I can't. I'm going to the I'm going to the Netherlands in 2 weeks.
Okay.
So, I've never supported Ajax. I've never really liked Ajax. I'm more of a Feyenoord fan.
I mean, he's not really showing me something that I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? He just keeps it very tidy. He's just tidy. He looks like a tidy player.
At least you're not going after what's his name from Feyenoord, Weefer. Who's
And them slide tackles, they're a bit techie. I can't lie. Them slide tackles from Premier League.
He looks a bit scruffy. He's a bit scruffy. They're like all over the place. He's not. He stumbles on the ball. Correct me if I'm wrong. He can't seem to keep a hold of it.
He's not that crazy world class pulling up trees DM.
No, of course not. Because let's be honest, the PSG don't really do very well in terms of development in recent years. So I wouldn't blame him that. But I think because Liverpool have wanted him and scouted him for a very long time, I think that's a great sign. That's a great sign. It depends if you have the coaches there to develop him, then I wouldn't really worry. I think you should be worried about Ten Hag's lack of management. That's the only thing you should really worry about.
Point made by Aiden that he might get carded a lot with them slide tackles in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Can I say something, guys?
Yeah, go for it, bro.
So I looked up to this, the Ugarte guy, and I saw that Luis Enrique requested this transfer, so, and Enrique's style is that Barcelona style where you play behind from the back. So I think he might suit the style, playing up from the back, being technical, receiving the ball, and bringing the ball up forward. So I think he has.
You think he will be good at that?
Yeah, I think so, because I'm not sure. I just read it on Twitter, but it seems like Enrique requested the transfer because he has the ability to do that. Because some people think he's like a crasher like Casemiro, but he can carry the ball, and play up forward. You can see that he's really fast.
Onana is better than him. I'll tell you now, Amadou Onana is better than him.
Amadou
Onana is better than him.
I like his physical presence.
I've obviously watched Amadou a lot more.
Yeah.
So I do have that bias.
Yeah.
But I honestly, I wouldn't really worry about. It depends if Ten Hag is advocating for this signing, then you should be worried. If he hasn't, if your scouting department or your board, your Ashworth, your Omar Barada, so and so, then I wouldn't really be worried.
At 23 years old, if PSG are willing to let him go,
that's
I don't know.
There must be something wrong.
Not necessarily, because PSG don't really. They're not very organized, even with what's his name, Luis Campos in charge in terms of transfers.
I mean, this is Sporting Days, isn't it?
Yeah, Sporting Days.
Years ago.
And plus a very different league, a way different league in terms of intensity.
Yeah. See, when you look at the Champions League, Sporting's got his Champions League. That's where you can kind of.
Were they in the Champions League?
Yeah, he had a couple Champions League appearances, no?
He was there? I don't know.
Honestly, I think it's a board signing. I don't think Ten Hag requested.
No. Ten Hag will probably want a Dutch player or want someone from their Eredivisie.
I don't know about that, but I don't think it's like a Ten Hag kind of player. But I think they have analyzed his stats, the board. They might see something that suits their philosophy. I don't know.
Only 3 assists in 38 appearances.
But he's not really
But he's not really. But considering how Erik ten Hag played Casemiro and Scott McTominay.
Yeah, that's true actually. Casemiro scored many goals.
He was our top scorer. So was Scott
Yeah.
McTominay.
True.
True.
Two different players in that same position that this guy's gonna play.
Yeah. But I think he'll move like Menu, like as an advanced 10 maybe. I don't know.
But then where would Bruno play? If
As on 10, because before you saw like Bruno like running back and defending. I think when Ugarte comes in, I think he'll have much more freedom, you know, attacking wise, you know.
Yeah, but so if Mainu, fair enough. I think he's a great talent attacking wise. If he's going to be the advanced 10,
like an advanced 8, you know.
Advanced 8. Okay.
Yeah, like he where he has the ability to go forward, you know. Because
do you think, looking at a player like this, that he's gonna play a double pivot?
With Menu, maybe, but
Yeah.
But I also think that Eric will allow Menu to also go up forward when he sees the opportunity. But I think him and Ugarte will play as a pivot because I think and I believe they complement each other because I mean Ugarte has the physical appearance, but that's why I also think, like you said, Amadou Onana.
Rabiot would have been better in that position than Ugarte.
But he has really high wage demands.
Well, he's free.
You still link to him, and by according to reports, he wants the transfer.
There's also the age difference, though.
The ball is in his court. You could get both. You could literally get both.
You could, yeah. I agree.
Because let's be honest, he won't cost much apart from wages wise, and all you will be shelling out is for Ugarte. That's 2 midfielders for the price of excluding wages for 40 million, and that's your midfield sorted, and then you can just focus on other areas.
So this is actually not as good as people make it. Like, look at this bit. He passed. He misplaced a pass and having to tackle. That's not a good highlight.
I'm not
misplaced
convinced.
a pass. He
looks a bit scruffy on the ball, or when tackling
he
as
had
well.
to slide in to make up, and then he's apologizing.
Okay, guys, I have a question then. Would you rather have
which is great.
Would you rather have Onana or Rabiot or Ugarte?
Onana, for me.
So you would rather take him rather than Rabiot?
Amadou is serious profile of player.
He's also
His
very young.
physicality, he brings height to your midfield. He brings that Premier League experience. Age is great.
He doesn't need to settle in that much. He doesn't. He can easily just.
Do you know how much of an impact it is on a player having to move countries?
Huge impact, culture,
and
language.
He's only up the road. He's around Everton. He's not far from Manchester already. It's big bonus, man.
Yeah, true.
But first, you know that, and your other one as well. You know that like the Everton fans don't even rate Onana. Like he had one good season like 2 seasons ago, but like last season he didn't even perform well and he didn't even start a lot.
Every team will have a player every team will have players that the fans don't like. We've
But
got
why
Marcus
do they not
Rashford.
like? But why?
We've got Bruno Fernandes. Other fans would die for Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford.
Bro, the same can be said. The same can be said about Havertz. Havertz, like Chelsea fans were licking their lips when they got 65 million, and let's be honest, he was a decent signing for Arsenal in the end. He got 10 plus goals in the league for Arsenal in the end. So just because a signing doesn't work for one club doesn't mean it's not going to work for another.
Very true. Very true.
So there's no harm in trying, and 50 million these days is kind of it's a bargain for the prices that for midfielders that are going for. So for me, like I would have him I would have him at City. I would have him as a double pivot with Rodri, or even as a backup. We could probably possibly play the 8. But yeah, I think this transfer.
I'm not a big fan of this player. I'll be honest.
You're not. I don't blame you, to be quite honest.
Faz, do you rate him? So is he better than Amrabat, for example? Do you think we will keep Amrabat?
That's a very good question. Is he better than Amrabat?
Yep.
I don't think he is. I don't think he is. When I looked at Amrabat and he's been given a decent run of games, Amrabat is clear of Ugarte.
He was so good, like the last couple of games.
I don't know why.
Well, that's experience.
Yeah,
Amrabat isn't a better footballer, but he's more experienced,
of course.
which obviously helps a lot. He's on this guy is only 23 years old.
Yeah.
He's very young, very young to play a defensive midfielder position in Manchester United after Casemiro's just had a really good season, which was not this season, the last season.
The season
Casemiro was
before,
our
yeah.
player of the year. This season, a lot of people are upset with him, but let's not forget, it's just only been 2 seasons. And you have to fill those shoes. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is a development project, it looks like to me, this player. He looks like a development player, Ugarte.
And you could easily get 10 years out of him easily. Because let's be honest.
Yeah.
With defensive midfielders, they stay very long. For us, when we had Fernandinho, he stayed 9 years. He stayed in his like late to mid 30s, late to mid 30s. So
How much is he quoted?
What?
He's 60 million, I think. Ugarte's 50, 60 million.
But
Crazy.
we will only play 35 for him, I think.
Yeah,
I think we would do like an 40, 35 plus 5 or something like that for Gatti. Like, but I'm really hoping Amrabat to stay. Honestly, I would like him as like a squad player. You know?
he's a decent backup. Why not get both? Why not get both?
Yeah,
Why not
facts.
get both?
Facts.
Why not get both?
Like for example, let's say we let go of Casemiro, and I don't know about Eriksen's situation or McTominay's.
Yeah, get rid of Eriksen, get rid of Bruno, and bring in resign.
You have to replace. If you're getting rid of Eriksen, fine. Getting rid of Casemiro, fine. But Eriksen is a specialist at something. Casemiro is a specialist at something. That's what we need to replace them with.
Mount is the Eriksen replacement in my eyes.
Oh, that's crazy. I can't believe it. It makes me
What?
sad to even think Mason Mount is the replacement.
But
for
they're
Eriksen.
both 10s, aren't they? They're both 10s.
Eriksen is so much better. So much better
and
than
experience
Mason Mount.
and
Like, fast, by the way, I'm from Denmark, by the way. Like, Eriksen is my guy, you know? But he's
I thought you
old
were
now.
Dutch. I thought you were Dutch.
No. But I'm Eriksen, I'm Ten Hag again, by the way, but...
You're Ten Hag again? Okay.
Yeah.
I
I know you guys are not, but...
I'm not. By the way, I'm not a United fan. I'm a City fan. I've come here just to support.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've come here from the avatar. I normally support Faz's streams because he's a legend and
Oh, big up
he's always
Faz.
Faz has
Big up
always
Faz.
welcomed me. So yeah,
Faz is the king.
no, he's goated streamer, goated
But,
footballer.
you know, I understand actually you're in this stream because there's not, like, any city streams anyways, so...
No, there are. That's a joke.
So, you know,
I understand.
maybe
I understand
watch-
that. I
You
understand
have your
that.
own, it's like, you don't even have any fans?
No,
I
we
mean,
do. We do.
wait, have you guys watched this Ruud van Nistelrooy tactics?
No,
Yes,
I haven't.
I have.
I haven't. Let's watch this. I've not actually watched this. Let's see what
I've
he's
been
talking
convinced.
about.
I've been impressed of his days when he was managing Eindhoven. I was convinced. I was very impressed by that.
Like, Faz, I want to say something. Once you watch that video, you'll be convinced we will get Brandthwaite because, you know, Ruud, he talks so much about Brandthwaite, like, and how important he is.
I forgot Brandthwaite went on loan to Eindhoven.
Yeah.
I forgot.
And he was very important for Ruud. He explains it all.
So I can't lie. If Brandthwaite comes to United and Ruud comes in as well, and Ten Hag has a shaky first 6 months, I see Ruud taking over.
No,
Oh,
but like,
100%.
they give him a new deal, then they will
Oh,
have to
100%.
pay 23 million. No, 28 actually.
Let's see
Yeah.
this.
The ball was going from the
But I
outside
can see why you think that. But they also got the new guy in from that other Dutch club or something like that, Van Haken or something.
Yeah.
And and this guy I saw like on video, he's like a madman, you know, crazy. He screams so like Rashford and shit. They're
Yeah.
finished. No more clowns in that
Bro,
dressing room.
Faz can tell you, I was a big advocate of Ten Hag as a Dutch because I'm half Dutch, and he was in the books of Pep's replacement, and
Yeah, I know.
when I saw his style of play and the results, I wasn't really fearing him anymore and not convinced anymore. I was kind of disappointed as a Dutchman myself because this guy's meant to be the arguably a very good Dutch manager coming up and could
Well,
be. And
he did have a very good first season though.
Yeah, but in terms of style of play, I wasn't really convinced. He's meant to be
Well,
coming. He's meant to be coming from the school of Cruyff because you don't manage Ajax and not be labelled as a school of Cruyff pupil because
I have a
you
quite good argument for that actually.
because you can't say he doesn't have the players.
to start all the cup games. So
I've muted that because I have already watched that.
right back, Jordan These.
But I want to see something, with your Ajax philosophy and stuff like that. Ajax, they brought players in that can play the philosophy. When Ten Hag came to United, he didn't have the players to do that. Like you cannot expect him to play the Ajax
So
style
so
way.
so you're expecting him to have 11 first team players that are his own.
No,
So
not necessarily, but like,
So this guy likes to go three at the back as well. Interesting.
yep.
He likes to use his right back as a third centre back.
Yes, Dallo, for example, my boy Dallo, Diogo.
he's a baller. I
Faz,
actually,
Faz, I have a question.
In that game, it was also important
Faz,
Yeah, go on.
to play against.
like I remember, like one time, you were talking a lot about Dallo. Does that Dallo know you? Like, does he know you?
Yes. Yes.
Have you ever like texted with him?
No.
But how do you get to like the stance where you can meet the players? Like, does it cost extra?
No.
So you could just go and like take pictures with the players.
I mean, they come up to you. Yeah. Some of them, anyways.
So like, for example, if I go to Old Trafford, I'll just be able to go there where they like go past you, you know?
Yes, and if they come up to you, then you can take a picture. Yeah.
Oh, I thought like you had to pay like extra to come to that section or something.
No. You don't have to. You don't have to. No.
But then I've expected like there to be many more people.
Oh yes.
But
Oh yes.
there's not
A
so
lot.
many people there.
I tell you this as a rival: if you let go of Delo, that is a big mistake.
We will not, bro.
Big,
We will not.
big
Let
mistake.
me watch this. By the way, let me finish
No
watching
worries.
this. Give me a second.
His pace.
We'll watch this a little.
Andre Ramalho, centre back, one of the leaders of the team.
I wanna understand what he says about the midfield.
Fantastic professional, very strong in the duels, headers, one-to-one duels.
He's
You know,
very handsome.
Gas is defending.
And as I said,
But look at that jawline.
the team who led the team,
That
He's not-
jawline is crazy.
difficult phases that we faced also during the season, but also in this game. Left centre back Jared Brandwaite. Well,
Hey.
I don't have to
Fast.
introduce him to the public
Fast.
now because he's doing
Yeah.
fantastic at
Can you get me
everything.
tickets
So
to Old
he's had
Trafford?
a fantastic development.
Yeah, let me
in
know.
the season.
I'll help you out.
Especially
Alright,
the
I'll
second
text
half
you
of the
like
season,
sometime then.
He showed great quality on and off the ball. The touches he has with the left and right in the build-up, but also defensively, the duels he was winning, and also with the pace he has.
Interesting.
Because we like to press high and be high up on the pitch, be on the halfway line. So he wasn't afraid to do that. So fantastic center, them too. They developed as a very good center during the second half of the season, leading up to the final. Left back, Patrick van Aanholt played also in Premier League, of course. Experienced guy, one of the leaders as well in the dressing room. Attacking left back, good on the ball, aggressive, great pace, good in crossing as well, which against Ajax was one of the main focus points to beat them. Two players in the midfield, two holding midfielders. One, the more holding midfielders, Ibrahim Sangare, obviously now at Forest. And the other one, Joey Veerman, he's more an 8. He's the one more who comes and goes box to box. Very good on the ball. Ibrahim, fantastic in winning the ball, in duels, and also in the build-up playing forward. So very a duo that's very complementary in that sense. Wings, Johan
Interesting.
Bakayoko on the right wing.
He likes to play with two midfielders in his midfield. He doesn't like this one isolated midfielder.
Yeah.
And his formation is very interesting as well. What is it? 4-2-3-1, isn't it?
He came through the ranks with me when I coached the under 19s and the
Bakayoyo.
second team in the
Bakayoko.
championship and together in the first team. The first half of the season, there was Noni Madueke there still, and on the
Like, I
other
don't
side,
understand players that
Codigato,
have tattoos.
and we had to
I
sell them
don't get
on
it.
in winter. After the winter, it was Bakayoko playing here, and I played Xavi Simons on the other wing. That was more on the outside without the ball, because with the ball he tends to come inside, playing in the half spaces, and with Patrick van Arnold going higher up and attacking there, it was a good partnership on the left side. And the 9 and the 10, they
Oh,
played
hell no.
behind or next to each other.
Oh, hell no.
Cristil, a very dynamic midfielder. Is very good in pressing the ball in defense and arriving in the box. He has a very good timing, especially in the blind side of defenders. Is attacking the box and very good in finishing.
So he's gonna
Also,
basically do that
Luke
with
De
Bruno
Jong, our
Fernandes, or
captain,
he would want to.
the leader of the team,
De Jong,
a guy with a lot of
Luke
experience
De
Yeah.
Jong.
and with the ball, very clever in recognizing the build up of the opponent and how to handle the pressure in that sense. Also with the ball, teams that press us high, we have always Luke to find and hold up play and third man underneath and then play on. Of course, his trademark are his headers, arguably one of the best headers in football. His timing, his runs he's making, and the connection he can make with the
Fast, what are you
players, but
eating?
also with the feet to finish
Oh, just fish.
the passes,
Fish,
especially
fish.
crosses. He's
Healthy food. Yep.
outstanding in that sense.
Yes, sir.
That was our lineup.
He's clearly playing three at the back. Originally, he said he wants to play three at the back because it's all because of the striker. Because Luke De Jong, he said he's got fantastic headers, and that's the exact reason why he would want his left back. Both fullbacks he mentioned. Oh, they can cross. They can cross. They're very good at crossing. And then when it came to speaking about his nine, he said, "Oh, he's got fantastic headers. Something we don't do at all, which is cross the ball. We're very poor at crossing the ball.
A
Yeah.
team in possession with a
We
lot of
barely cross the
rotation.
ball, and
We
we've
like
had
to
Weghorst in there.
rotate the wings with the right back higher and the
I mean, we
right
have Luke
back
Shaw.
inside
He can do it,
to create a
but
double
he's just
10
always
or a
injured.
double 6, like a square in the middle. So
You
a
need
lot
to
of
cut your losses
rotation
with Luke Shaw.
on the left
He
side.
can't stay
Did a
fit.
similar thing with Bergwijn.
Well, let me say one
Always
thing.
went
If
to
Luke Shaw didn't
the
have
right
injuries,
half
he would be
space, and
called the
Hake
best
got a bit
left
higher
back
up. Got
England has
midfielders
ever seen.
dropping in.
No, I wouldn't go that
With
far.
the
Oh, I
ball
swear to God,
and
he is so
create a
good on the ball.
3v2 in this situation.
Like,
So we had
he
to
is such a
solve a lot of
complete fullback. Like,
technical
he has everything to his game:
situations
speed, the
in the
physical
game. As
presence,
said,
the ball
the
carrying, the shooting, the
partnership with
passing.
De
He has
Jong
everything.
and
He's
Cristil
just
was very
fucking
clever in
injury
that.
prone. That's it.
And
Like,
At the end
nothing
of the
else.
day, the best ability is availability. If you're not available,
Yeah, I agree. I agree
then
with you.
it's you're pretty much useless at a
Yeah.
club. So like that what's his name, Alvaro Fernandez. I don't know why you guys let
Yeah,
him
that was
go.
such a big mistake. But we have a buyback clause.
So yeah, I would activate that as soon as possible. To be quite honest, before. But if he says no,
Even
then
even even he's highlighted. Look at how Ajax set up when they were playing Ajax. Look,
and
no
go
midfield, bro. Look, no midfield. Just lines of soldiers. That's all it is. Lines of
But
soldiers going to
Fez, it
war.
did
Look at
work
this
out.
line, and just one man here in the middle. This is how they play football.
go out with 11 to press and really shift over and attack the ball and try to win the ball in this area and try to counter attack straight away, finishing on the side, obviously where the left back in this was higher and there was no space on the other side. Then again, they had a lot of possession. Where we did, where we were really aggressive was when the ball was played to the sides. We were close on the
Interesting.
wingers, and when the ball was played in our block, we were
Interesting.
really pressing the ball, forcing the ball backwards. Of
Reason
course,
why
Bobby
Ganacho gets
is
pressed so
a
much
very
and loses the
strong
ball.
player with Tadic. He's also very good in holding the ball. So that's why
Fez?
Jared and
It says
Ramalho
that
were
power
keeping the
chats are not
same
supported in your
personal
country.
duels with Bobby,
You
also
know
with
the
Tadic, because
Sorry,
the
what was that?
it says like the power chats are not supported yet in your country.
Oh, it might not be open in Denmark yet. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why.
sometimes we had to be 1v1 against them, 1v1 here, 1v1 there, and our
Tell the developers, don't
two
worry.
midfielders were on top of their midfielders, Klaassen and Grealish. That made it a game with a lot of duels, with a lot of transition moments. In that sense, we wanted to win the second balls and try to play from there and open up again to play our games. So from the mid block, keep the tight spaces in midfield, and when we had to drop, we had to be really compact in a 4-4-2 in our own half to defend really well. We did that very well. We conceded a goal through an own goal, but in
Guys,
the
have a
second
nice
half
evening.
we
I'm
really
off.
didn't concede
All right,
a
bro.
single shot on target.
Have a nice
See
evening.
you, bro.
Bye bye.
Have a nice
The
day.
game, although
Bye.
we had a lot less of possession against Ajax that day. The moments of possession where we kept the ball after winning it a little bit longer and get in our formation to attack. We'd like to be in the build-up with three, with These, Ramalho in the middle, and Brandtwaite on the side. Ajax are very man-orientated, but they changed that a little bit in the final. I think in the previous games, because they were so man-orientated, that there were a lot of 1v1 duels, and we managed to reach the sides through the middle. So going through the middle and then through the sixes and the tens, the double 10 and the double six, we used to get the wingers in place. And especially, for example, the Charity Shield game, the first game of the season, my first competitive game of the season, Cody Gakpo on the left side. And Cody was fantastic in 1v1s, and he also knew when he was cutting into his right foot. Then we had Luc de Jong, Fustil, and in that game also Bakayoko, who were playing against Timber and Blind and Wijndal. And yeah, these two guys are 6'2". Bakayoko not that long, but Blind and Timber and Wijndal were had a less height. Of course, it's important that this player is making a connection, a run off the ball here, so or the midfielder is running with him and he cannot make a 2v1 against Gakpo, or the center back is taking the man from the number 6. That means that here we are in a 3v2 situation in front of the goal. That's well
Wow.
the situation that we wanted to win. So I think, especially in the 3-5, that we were able to beat them in the Charity Shield, that we made the difference with crosses. Gakpo with a couple of assists on.
Can I be honest?
Still arriving on the blind side of players in the box, and Ajax players drop quite early, so it
Not inward.
gives the runners a chance, to gain momentum and arrive at the spaces that we wanted.
Go on, bro. What are you saying?
Um, do you think that Greenwood is better than Olise?
Yes.
I agree with that a lot.
Yes. Definitely better.
In the final,
I mean,
the
we should keep him, but I
dynamics
don't
changed
think we'll keep
because
him.
they were really tight on our wingers.
Yes, Kudus
And one
agrees
of
as
the
well.
sixes were
I
covering.
agree.
So that means that this is then Van Arnold as a left back on the ball. That means they were really tight on him, and one of the sixes was making a 2v1. So really forced the ball again inside, and here they were shifting to cover the spaces. That meant that we had to play outside, inside, and depending on the tight spaces to make via combination play to create chances. Also on this side, similar thing. Hato really tight on Bakayoko, the shifting, and the 6 that was covering, especially because he was left-footed, taking the cross out of the game and forcing the ball inside. And the quality of Till is arriving for crosses, not so much in creating in small spaces. So that was where they did well, to take out the crosses that that gave us the wins basically in previous games.
Very smart how he used knowing what they
I
were
was
going to
on
do.
the bench during the second half.
This bit
With the
here,
coaching
let's not
staff,
let it get
analyzed
over
much
our head.
creating
I'm gonna
a
actually
small
get
threat.
bored.
And
He knew that the Sixers were gonna
six
come
players
in to make
covering.
a 2v1 when they were attacking, and he said we went outside to go inside. Look, depending on the spaces we had. Look, see, he's
Mhm.
using his hand to say. We passed it back just so we were able to pass it forward in a different angle.
The tight space
Smart.
can create in small spaces. So
But
Yeah, I hope.
it's smart from Ajax as well, using the 6 to make it a 2v1 and then shifting the players across to defend. So when you've got 2v1, when two players are marking a winger, that's clearly leaving a space behind. So instead of someone else covering, the whole team just shifts a little bit and trying to squeeze you as a team rather than as individuals, because you might come across a winger who actually beats two players at one goal. The likes of Neymar would do. You know what I'm saying? You never know. On any given day, a winger might end up beating you 2v1. So if he did and he creates chance, then it can be a problem. So the whole team shifts over on one side depending on where the ball is.
I mean, it's a very good thing to have.
Let's finish this.
Simons with two quick wingers, Conceição and Bergwijn, and of course Robbie up front. This threat of the speed of Bergwijn and Conceição, very good dribbler on the ball. Robbie always a threat in his holding up play and also very quick.
Very good player, Conceição, man. Very good player, Francesco
We even
Conceição.
each other out, I think, in the final. And
What a player! What a fabulous player!
Two moments where the goals came from.
Francesco Conceição, Portuguese winger, 21-year-old, 22-year-old.
Oh, that guy that scored the last goal for Portugal. Yeah. I think he has like a 30 million release clause or something like that.
Unreal player.
I mean, he's only scored one goal. I've never heard of him
The
before.
way he plays, I like him a lot.
Which player does he remind you of then? If you had to explain to me who he reminds me of.
He's almost like the Ajax Anthony, but just better. He reminds me of the Ajax Anthony, but Anthony was a bit more skillful.
Yeah.
Bit more skillful.
I mean, if he has the right foot, it also will be good, like in both feet, you know.
So he was fifth. I said to Ammar, you can't be fifth anymore. You're fourth. So in that sense, we had all the players on the pitch that we knew that was going to take the penalty kicks as well.
Yo, Faz, I have to go to sleep now. I have school.
So, all right, bro.
Alright,
Big
bro.
up for joining.
Bro. Yeah,
yeah,
up,
bro.
Faz.
Bless. Big up for joining.
Yeah.
Jay, what's good, my bro? How you doing, Jay? Jay, you there? I think Jay's falling asleep, man. It's past his bedtime as well. Big up Rohan for joining as well. Big up Rohan. Let me go and what do you call it? Let me go and bring up some more players, man. Recommend me some more players that we can scout. We can look at. I mean, Ugarte we just looked at. Who else is out there that we can look at? We're looking at Let's look at Rabiot, man. Let's look at what's going on with Rabiot nowadays. Let's have a quick look at Rabiot, man. Adrian Rabiot. What's Adrian telling me, man? How's it looking, Adrian? Let me see. Adrian Rabiot. He's long legs, isn't he? He's got some long legs, man. That'll be really good for interceptions. Be very good for interceptions, that. Good tackle. Turn. Well read. Height as well brings height. We're never getting Calafiori. Too many clubs looking at him. We don't have the finance to complete that deal right now. How old is Rabio? Rabio's old, bro. 29? 29, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, 29. 29. Rabio's 29. Experienced, polished player. That's an experienced player. The way he moves around the pitch, you can tell. Gets in the good attacking positions as well to score some goals, isn't it? Tackle out using the left leg. Yeah, but great finish. Great finish. Tenak did run him for a long time, yeah. I also wanted to see this Rene Hake football. Let me see. I wanted to see this Rene Hake, you know. Go ahead Eagles versus Ajax. Let's see. The highlights currently on YouTube. Let's bring that up. Let me see. Hold on. God damn it. Got YouTube ads. I need to set up my YouTube premium again. YouTube ads, you know. Flogging me, man. God damn it. Play his English interview. Oh, okay. He did an interview as well, yeah. I'm gonna play it, don't worry. Let me look at this highlight first. Let me bring this highlight up.
Michael, voorzitter van de Raad van Commissarissen.
What's he got going on? Five at the back almost. Man to man. Midfielders are going man to man.
Is het een publiekswissel? Min of anders geweest naar deze publiek.
That's it. Someone said play his interview. He's got an English interview. Let's see, Rene Hake. What's his interview? Someone send me the link. He's got an English interview. Is he this guy here? 2 months ago? Is it this one?
I'm head coach of Go Ahead Eagles in Deventer, playing on the highest division in the Eredivisie in Holland.
Is it this one?
I participate because I was in contact with Laurent also for a longer time, and yeah, we had some chats about to help individual players to develop. And he asked me, I have probably something interesting, and as a master, are you interested to do it? And he explained explained me some parts of it, and he showed me some parts of it. And yeah, for me, it was a challenge. I really got challenged by how he introduced it to me, and from there out, I said, yeah, I looking forward to know what it is and knowing and seeing if I can add it to my own work situation, and that's the reason why I said yes to the masters. It cost me a lot of time. I mean it in a good way because it asks every week for sure the meeting. It's about 2 hours. After that, because you working the whole day with videos with players that you can use it during your daily work also. So it's not only about the weekly meeting we have online, but you can also use it
Bro, what is
during your
this?
work every day, and that part.
Send me the link, bro. This is he's talking about tactilize, bro. Football, huh? What's tactilize, bro? I don't know, bro. What's this tactilize, bro? Bro, this is not the interview, bro.
I'm Rene Hake. I'm from Holland. And after that, it's a build up to how to introduce it to players. So it's not directly about football action, but it's also about awareness a lot. Is a player conscious or not conscious about situations on the pitch? And then you can see behavior, and it's all about the football behavior the player shows. And from out of the football behavior, yeah, every position has its own fundamentals, offensively and defensively, and that is really sorted out by what I said, six positions with all different fundamentals. What it brings you to really detailed football actions in different positions, and yeah, I think
Bro, you're asking me to watch a
really
33-minute interview? Bro, let me see. There is no 33-minute interview, bro. I've just searched it. Rene Hack 33-minute. Let me see. I don't know if it's what's good, Gatsby.
Brother. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
I think I found this interview. I mean, do you know much about Rene Hack? Who's this guy, man? Is it this one? Utrecht. 300 views. Welcome to Man United. Is this Beanie Man? 300 views. So this is clearly a hidden gem. Nobody's seen this. This is clearly a hidden gem. I think we need to sit there and watch this together. What are you telling me, Gatsby?
Um, I mean, we have three coaches coaching Manchester United. But the only football club in the world that can pull this off. So shout out to Ineos. We're doing something different. We're the
Bro,
only.
this is new in football. This has never been done before in football, I don't think.
Never been done. I was trying to look it up yesterday, and I was searching when's the last time a football club had three legit football head coaches that could be head coaches at different clubs at United. And yeah, we know we're breaking new grounds at United. Dreams do come true about United. What the theater of dreams. So we are handing out jobs to head coaches as assistant coaches so we can keep everything hacked. So it's a beautiful thing. We just have to support the club. I'm just watch what happens. That's
I
most
mean,
of
you're a
that
big
today.
supporter. You're a big supporter of Eric Ten Hag. You want to keep him in the job. You want him to stay. You want him to succeed.
I wasn't a.
They
I'm
spent
not a. I wasn't a Eric Ten Hag. I was more of a Eric Ten Hag. I want to see what happens because, and the only reason why I wasn't out was because of the ownership, because I really wanted to know the guys that came in what they're gonna do and how they're gonna implement things. So because of the way we are as a football club, I could not make up my mind. That's just the genuine part of it. The genuine part of it was I couldn't really make up my mind if if I wanted him gone, if I wanted him to stay. But I used to in the group chat I used to say like I have a feeling, even though as the season kept progressing and we're doing worse and worse every week, I had a feeling like he would do something that would be like extraordinary, like something that
Which is
nobody
win the FA Cup, innit?
which is win the FA Cup. Because I remember I kept telling Iman and Saholi like, this guy is gonna do something. Like he's gonna be so weird. It's just there's just some people you meet in this life, and so for some reason they can be doing so bad, but like they have this kind of stroke of luck of one thing can just go their
Right.
way, and then everything. So I had the feeling like I was just saying this guy would do something. I feel like this guy would do something, and he will buy himself more time. And like
That's exactly what he did.
yeah, and as like I called it,
That's exactly what he did. 100%. Big up Dan as well.
so he's
But
just
listen, this season's gonna be one of a kind season. We're gonna be glued to it here on Planet Faz. Everybody's welcome. Every match day, there will be big discussions before the game, big discussions after the game. There will be big discussions during the game because you can watch the game here live and direct as well as a community. This is gonna be one hell of a season. It's gonna be a very long season.
yeah,
And I hope it's a long season, and I hope it's long for the right reasons. Meaning, I hope we play a lot of games. I hope we don't get knocked out of the Carabao Cup early. I hope we don't get knocked out of Europe early in the group stages. Do you know what I'm saying?
yeah. It's going to be very interesting. The season is going to be very, very interesting because there's a lot of plays that haven't played out yet. So the first thing I want to see is what type of contract he's going to be given. I just want to see how many years they're going to give him a contract. And the stipulations in that contract. So that's the first domino that will fall, and then the second domino that will fall
Sorry,
is
what was the first domino that's gonna fall?
his contract. The contract
Oh,
they're
right,
going to
okay.
give him. A lot of things will be made clear the way they structure that contract. Is it going to be a 2+1? Is it going to be a 1+1? Is it going to be that the extra year, the Glazers have the Unions have a chance to opt in or opt out, or is the extra year going to be everything has choice to opt in? Like the contract stipulations are going to be very telling on how they want to move. That's the first domino.
Como, we're getting feedback from your mic. Just put your headphones in, man, bro. Thank you. Go on, anyways.
And then the second domino will be Van Nistelrooy's role in the club, because Van Nistelrooy is actually a head coach. Like he's not just a regular trainer, a regular strikers coach, a goalkeeping coach. He's actually been a head coach at a top football club.
Very good point. He is not coming in as an attacking coach, as a striker coach, as a midfield. You know, he's a head coach.
Yeah, he's legit a head coach. So so that's the second domino. How does that work? What Van Nistelrooy's role in the football club, specifically his specifics of his job title is going to be very interesting. To me, that will be the second domino. Who is doing the coaching on the pitch? You know, because I know that Van Nistelrooy has his own way of playing football. So if everything Hake tells the team zone, 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 and Van Nistelrooy says no, man to man press, what happens then? You know, are they going to be on the same philosophy? That's the second domino for me. And then the third domino will be the DOF. The acting DOF now, Sir Dave, I know he's a minimalist. If you watch I went back to look at how he runs things in cycling. He is going to be, he does this to me in a way I feel like is minimum incursion. So what's the least way or the least risk taken? And I know they kept him because the least risk taken is keeping him. The higher risk would be to bring in someone new, pay out all these contracts, 10 million, and bring in someone new and then have to start afresh. But the less risk is keeping him because he's already been here for 2 years. He actually won something. So, okay, we can bank on that. And then it's less risk for us to take and we'll spend less money. So that's three dominoes. The DOF coming in, how they're going to get Ashworth in, Van Nistelrooy's role in the club and specifics, and then the contract they give Eric Ten Hag is going to be very, very telling for me of how they want to go forward. And then we'll see from there, you know.
Like I said, long season ahead, man. I like the domino analogy that you gave, actually. Very interesting analogy you gave. One thing at a time is gonna fall, and when it falls, it's gonna be very, very interesting. Look, I love
I like this. I like this.
said it very perfectly. Dan said it very, very perfectly, which is I want him to get everything he needs, so there is no excuses. That's the thing with the fans. Now there cannot be any. This is just perfect, isn't it?
He-
Perfect scenario.
Fat. I told you in the beginning, like you're bringing two head coach to be an assistant coach.
Hmm.
That to me is weird. And again, as in the way I see it, like yeah, is Ethan Hag gonna get a new contract? Like this is final year. Easy gets a new contract. He needs to know. Everybody needs to know he's getting a new contract. And the way I see it is, them saying Ethan Hag stays like he's on the same level as a technical director. So he's on the same level as a DOF. As in he's on the same level as them. So when that Ashford and Omar Barra do come in, they'll be clashing with him.
Hmm.
Cause they're like, because they're like, I didn't hire you. Like we haven't gone through this process. Like I haven't started the work yet, but already the accountant have made the decision in signing and Kimi Ertehag an extra year. Okay, when it's time when they come in, like it's gonna be a clash of powers. They're gonna be clashing back and forth, and that will be issue. Because again, it's not like Ruud van Nistelrooy is a bad coach. As in, he took that team to second place in Eredivisie. As in, he liked to coach a certain way, and now you're just gonna come in and coach a different way. Like I don't know how this is gonna happen.
Hmm.
It's gonna be a clash of powers, and you're gonna see it on the pitch.
I think I said it before at Said's show. I said the first thing I predict is going to happen is they're going to have some sort of disagreements and fallouts between Rene and Eric and Rude because too many cooks spoil the broth and people don't want to hear it. People don't want to hear it. They're like,
No,
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 you're being negative. Why you
I,
why you have to make a negative out of something? Just do the
you're
positive.
Faz, you know, I don't think I forgot to message you. Like my stance on Rene Hake. This man is signed to SCG. Already I do not like it. Immediately I hate it. I hate it. And I'm gonna stand by it. I do not like him because he's signed to Etihad Agency. I hate it, and no one could change my mind. You cannot change my mind. I'm stuck by it. There's no way you sign to that man agency all of a sudden you're signing for Manchester United. I don't like it, and that's why when I heard that when I saw that link, I said, "Oh, this man Vito Power is too strong." Because again, if they fix his contract, that Vito Power is what they want to take away from him. And would he agree for it to take it? He would agree for it to have lesser power. I don't think so. That's another battle on his own.
I mean, I don't know why Ineos would do that in the first place. Bringing in three head coaches, putting them in under the one roof. But it also makes sense in terms of if Eric Ten Hag messes up, they have someone ready as interim, and they're not scrambling. Basically, that's all it is. It's basically preparing for the worst. It's preparing in case Manchester United need to sack Eric Ten Hag. They're prepared. They're prepared. That's all it is.
I'm
That's
even
all.
looking as far. I'm looking as far as maybe those players are like those coaches are maybe Dan Astro sending a little email like, "Yo, sign this person, sign that person," and when I'm coming in, I'm gonna open up the roof and start over again because start over with less, so I can know what I'm working with instead of just keeping this man in. Like as I said, that's why I keep saying like this window is gonna be, it's gonna be a painful window for Manchester United. Because if we sign one player, I am surprised. To tell the truth, if we sign one player, I am surprised. I want to be surprised. All these links, this Toribo, all this. Listen, I would to the windows closed. I go to ManchesterUnited.com and see if the sign is official. Don't
Yeah.
propose me.
Look, this Ugarte signing, it doesn't excite me. It doesn't make it look like I don't think he's pulling up any trees. He's a very
It's not.
simple, raw player.
His Casemiro light. You had Casemiro light.
I mean,
What
I
did you
don't.
do with him? And Casemiro like that was breaking line breaking that's able to break line breaking pass in there was poor, and for set pieces, he got you goals. Ugarte is not doing those two things for sure.
He
Those two
he
things,
wasn't
he's
able
not doing it.
against Newcastle. He wasn't able to make a single successful forward pass
Y-
or
y-
won an aerial battle in
But
120 minutes.
yeah, I'm just saying Ugarte is not scoring your set pieces goal, and he's not making those line breaking passes that Casemiro sometimes do. He doesn't always do that. Sometimes do. Ugarte do not do those two things. What he does do is he's tackling hard and he's getting your yellow card. So that's one thing I know him and Casemiro have in common. So we'll move on from there.
Mm.
Because everybody talking about his game at PSG a year ago, I'm like, you forgot where he come from in Sporting. Like in Sporting, when you had to go against Porto and Benfica, that like when you had real competition, you didn't see how he was playing.
Yeah, so his player profile has been likened to Lucas Torreira that went to Arsenal. So those guys, they're not really there for passing range and breaking line passes. They're there to run around, put in tackles, body people up. I don't know if that's what we need as a football team at the central defensive midfield position, but it looks like that's what they're going for. So we're just going to have to go with it. Me personally, I would have gone for Zubimendi at Sociedad or Merino. Any of them, both of them are pretty good. We played them twice in last year in the Europa, and so somehow we didn't see that we got dominated by those two midfielders, Merino and Zubimendi in the midfield. But yeah, Ugarte is not your type of midfielder that's gonna come and break play passes, spray passes. He's more of a destroyer, and he's like so let's see what happens.
Is this,
We
but
will.
guys, will you say he's similar to Onana?
No,
Or Onana is more?
Lucas Torreira. You remember Lucas Torreira that went to
Yeah,
Arsenal?
yeah, yeah. I remember he was short and he was just
Yeah,
running into people, getting the
yeah, yeah.
ball in yellow card as well.
Yeah, all he does is he gets a lot of yellow cards, but he's gonna run around, tackle, energy. Yeah, he's not like your passing, trying to control football games type of midfielder. So I
Listen,
guess that's
let's
what they're
not
looking
forget as
for.
well, yeah. Man United have a tendency of signing injured players, bro. Like, let the player sign, let him come in, let him do preseason, let him start the season, let him play at least 10 games, and then I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, because I don't know about Gatsby, but I've been burnt, bro. I've been burnt jumping in on this player hype and stuff. So I'm not doing this again. I'm gonna wait until a player signed. I'm gonna wait until he's played a good few games for Manchester United, and then I'm gonna decide, bro. I remember when I said Amrabat sign him. What's the delay? What's the delay? Manager wants him. All of that side of me has been squeezed out. All of that enthusiastic side of me about players has been squeezed out. It could be the best player in the world. Manchester United, unless they're looking at buying João Neves, freaking who else? Mbappe, Contessao, these type of players, yeah, Jamal Musiala, these type of players. Unless this is the world class creme de la creme, best of the best players, I'm not getting excited, bro. Let the player come. Let him let him even settle in. I want to see the first yellow card, see how he reacts. I want to see the first loss. If we lose a game, how the player reacts. How does the player react to mistakes? How does the player react to media? A lot of these different things can have a big impact. Big impact, bro. Big impact. So I'm done. I'm done. I'm a very different type of fan now. This one last season that's just gone has turned me to a new person. I'm just a totally different person. I'm not gonna be fanboying anyone except for my favorite players, the players that deserve to be fanboyed over, the players that deserve the love, the likes of Mino. Do you know what I'm saying? The likes of Dallo. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give McTominay some love as well. I'm gonna give Varane. I would have given love, but he's gone. Ahmad, I'm gonna give him love. Do you know what I'm saying? The rest of them, bro, I'm not giving them shit. Even if you're new, you're old, I'm not giving you shit, bro. I'm not giving you shit. Today I had to buy my executive's membership. My membership. God damn it. This club will suck your money dry and freaking give you fuck all in return, bro. Bro, last season I had a scarf, a book, a pen, and a bottle. That's what I got. Not FA Cup, bro. That's what I got. And then at the end, they gave me a freaking FA Cup. Nah, bro. Like, I'm glad, yeah, my community, you lot, you have your expectation, what he must win, what he mustn't win. I'm gonna what you call it, first game of the season, The time before, an hour before kickoff, I'm gonna ask everyone what your expectation is, and I'm gonna write it down in my notes as proof. Best decision after Sir Alex Ferguson says Godfather will stay, Ten Hag staying. Bro, how old are you, bro? Like, how old are you? Bro, how old are you? How can you say this man is the best decision after Sir Alex Ferguson, bro? You may, the thing is, if you believe it, I'm not saying you're believing wrong. I'm not. I'm saying, what makes you believe it? This is the thing I don't understand, bro. The way Ten Hag bringing Dutch players and Dutch staff to United, it looks like Ten Hag will stay for at least 5 years and Ineos will back him. Bro, at this rate, yeah, we might as well name ourselves Eric Chester United, bro.
SCG agency is the new name of the stadium.
But this is crazy, bro. Like, how old are you? Like, I genuinely want to have these conversations. Bro, how old are you? Like, bro, do you know clubs, yeah, who've had managers win Premier League in their first season? Football manager won the Premier League in his first season, bro. What the fuck, bro? Like, what the fuck, bro? How can you win the Premier League in your first season, bro? How? How, bro? Conte done that. Mourinho done that. Salix done the 3P, bro. Are you like, what? How are you comparing this guy to these managers, bro? How, bro? How? What kind of sickness is this? Bro, Mourinho won a trophy in every continent he's played. Every continent he's managed. What the fuck? This is beyond desperacy, bro. This is beyond paying for prostitution. This is beyond paying for prostitution. This is sick. Ten Hag's win percentage is better than Mourinho's because Mourinho's managed.
Fast. Don't answer that question. Fast, do not answer that question.
Because bro, what the fuck?
Fast, don't answer that question. When some managers have been coaching since they were in, some manager has been coaches since they're in their 30s, and some just started when they're in their 40s, late 40s. You say that, oh, this win percentage is more than this, but as in, you take the first couple of games, game since it was that Go Ahead Eagles to Manchester United, and you take Mourinho team from a random team, not Porto, the team before Porto, you take that all the way to Chelsea. I think should be around Chelsea or Real Madrid, and you compare that win percentage, and you see whose is bigger, and you see whose trophy cabinet is bigger.
This season is going to be a test of Ten Hag's patience. I tell you this. It's going to be a test because Ineos is going to test his patience. Ruud is going to test his patience. Rene is going to test his patience. Marcus Rashford is fucking going to test his patience.
Bruno Fernandes, that doesn't know if he's going to get no contract on that.
Yeah. Bro, players are going to test his patience.
Mino wants a new contract. Garnacho wants a new contract. They are starters now. You can't give
Martinez will want a new contract. This season is a test of patience. Test of patience. See how much patience he's really fucking got. Because I tell you, Sir Alex Ferguson, yeah, he ain't had a lot of patience, bro. I tell you that. He ain't had a lot of patience. If he really, really was there, he ain't had a lot of patience, bro. He just cut you. You gone. He didn't dilly-dally, bro. Jose Mourinho, don't dilly-dally, bro. Conte, don't dilly-dally. Ancelotti, don't play about. These guys will cut you. My man said in an interview, I will go somewhere else and win trophies. Wow. Wow. He said, I will go somewhere else, yeah, and win trophies. I love a guy that backs himself. I actually love it. I love it. I loved Conor McGregor at his peak. I loved Floyd Mayweather all his life. Bro, I loved Ronaldo till today. I love a man that can back themselves and prove it. It's nothing more that I take pride in. You back yourself, you're loud about it, you're proud about it, and you back it up. End of discussion. Ain't nobody say shit to you. This season, bro. If he don't get to the final of the Europa League, you know, it's problem. It's beef. Bro, big. Big head. Big headache, I mean. If he doesn't make the Europa League final, it is a fucking problem, bro. I'm telling you. I don't give a flying fuck how. I actually do not care anymore. I don't care if you got. I don't care, yeah, if you players have got diarrhea, bro. If the fucking bus tires pop, bro, I couldn't give a damn, bro. I actually couldn't give a damn, bro. This season, without shadow of a doubt, yeah, he better get to the Europa League final, bro. And he better come third, minimum. Omo even wants him to come title charge, innit? That's what Omo said. Big up
Yeah,
Omo.
yeah.
Best in the house.
I say, in his third year, since you people were. This why earlier I was didn't want to compare him to Arteta and Klopp early on because people were like, oh, Arteta and Klopp, they did this in their third year. Now that he's in his third year, he got a chance for the title. And when I say chance for the title, you can lose to the title by like 5 points, 6 points. But don't just say that, oh, you come second, you lose by 10 points. No, 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 no. That's not charging for the title. You gotta get close enough. You gotta get close enough. You know what Liverpool did in the third year? They won the Champions League, and they lost the title by 1 point. Arsenal bottled the league, but they were there. You have to be there. These are the people that were comparing to Klopp and Arteta. You have to be there now. You say he said he has won 2 titles in 2 years. He's better than Arteta. Sure, I agree with you. Now you're in the third year. You gotta get close, right? You gotta build the same trajectory. You can't just back up now.
Gadsby, what's your expectation from Eric Ten Hag this season? What's the benchmark? So you got Gadsby, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
So you are part of Ineos, and you have to lay out his targets for the season. What are his targets?
So the problem is he came in his first season, he came third, and then he came eighth. Or was it seventh? I can't even remember. What a terrible season. But from where he was in his first season, he should have gone up. So there was a little bit of regression, but the FA Cup final win kind of saved a lot of the bad things that happened in the season. So for his third season, he should be in the Europa League at least minimum. He should make it to the last four of the Europa League. Minimum, he must be in the last four of the Europa League because we
So
shouldn't even.
semi-finals.
Yeah, so we shouldn't because we shouldn't even be there anyway. We're better than that. We have better players. We should not be. We should be in the Champions League. But since we're there, well, it is what it is at this point. He should not minimum last four semi-final of the Europa League. If you get solid competition in the semi-final and you lose, okay, we'll reevaluate it. You might mess around and get like a freaking Barcelona in the semi-final or something, and then okay, it's understandable. But at least last four. And then in the Premier League, he should be top three. And I mean top three. I don't mean top three because you're top three, but you're 20 points away from Man City. Top three, but you're 7 to 8 points. You cannot be 10 points away from Man City after 3 years. So if you make top three and you're 5 to 6 points within the top two, okay, that's progress. But if you're above 10 points, even if you come third and you're like 12 points away from City or the second, then you should go. Because we're in year three of a contract. Now I know Ineos is a new entity and people want to say, oh, this is his first season working with Ineos, but that's not an excuse. At this point, they've given you 400 million pounds to spend, and you're in your third year project, and you're going to get. I'm pretty sure they're going to spend another at least 150 million. So you're in 3 years, you're about to spend half a billion pounds, and that's not small money. That's a lot of money on one manager. So top three, at least with 5 to 6 points gap, nothing more, and then last
Nothing
four.
crazy, yeah.
Yeah, that's progress. If he does that, that's progress because there's a lot of good managers in the Premier League. I don't think Unai Emery is in the Premier League and that's a very very good manager. People like the competition in the Premier League now is really tough, and all these clubs have money. Aston Villa and Chelsea are out here doing a mazza with contracts and signings. Newcastle and all this and Everton are out here doing a loophole. So there's a lot of teams with a lot of money and a lot of lawyers, manipulating different figures and buying players at different rates. So the Premier League competition now is really, really tough, but you should be in the mix. That's as this is your third year in the football club. You've won 2 trophies. You've backed yourself. You said you could go out there and win more. Then you believe in what you're doing. You believe in your whatever you're trying to teach. You have the same players. You've been coaching the likes of Rashford, Garnacho, Anthony, and Ahmad, and all these boys for 2 years now. This is your third year, so they should know what you're all about. At this point, Bruno Fernandes should be able to wake up in the morning and say, "Oh, my manager wants this." Rashford should be able to wake up in the morning and be like, "Hey, I know my manager wants this." All these guys in your team now, your Lisandro Martinez's, your Luke Shaw's, your Dalus, Onana, all these guys should be able to wake up in the morning and tell you what their manager will want for them to play on the football pitch, and they should go there and produce it, and you should be in the top 3. And that's if you're not there, then we need to look somewhere else and try to move in a different direction. So that's my goal.
Okay, very detailed and very expansive.
All right, we should be able to see football now. We should be able to. It's year 3 now. We should be able to. No excuses. As in, the way guys would say that he's been a coach. For me, I think he's been a manager for 3 years. I don't think he has coached for 3 years. But either way, because coaching and managing is 2 different things. Like Sir Alex Ferguson, manager. Jose Mourinho, manager. But now it's not time for him to. It's not time for him to put everything all together now. He has managed, he has coached, and I want to see something. I don't want to hear no excuses. There should be no injury crisis excuse. It doesn't matter who's injured. Somebody should just come in and slot in and do at least 50% of what the starter should do. If you don't have Bruno Fernandes, somebody should come in and at least do 50% of what Bruno Fernandes does. If you don't have Lisandro Martinez, somebody should come in and at least do 50% of what Lisandro Martinez does. Because if person A could do 100%, person B should be able to do at least 50%. It's not like person B, person A do 100, or person B comes in to replace person A, and they couldn't do 20% or 10%. To me, that's an excuse.
We'll find out. Listen, let's see what the news comes out tomorrow. If there's any more transfer news or anything, you'll get Euros back on Sunday. I've got a game tomorrow in the morning. I'm traveling, so I got to prepare for that. Probably stream from the stadium if I can. But big up to Gatsby, big up to Omo for joining as well, and big up to everyone for joining as well. We'll continue the conversation on Sunday. Until then, Rene, Hake, Ruud van Nistelrooy, Fabrizio said it. They are joining Manchester United, so we will see what happens going forward in terms of the transfers. Conversations with Manuel Ugarte remains ongoing with PSG to see how much they're going to pay. Xerxes is almost done as well, apparently. There's reports coming out, so we will see. But anyways, thank you all very much. I will catch you guys on Sunday. Big up, God bless, and take care. I'm out.